Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the VG Purist. I'll be coming at you with the gameplay review of Pillars of Eternity, and it's going to be by the people of Obsidian Entertainment. And so this is going to be an isometric fantasy role-playing game set in the world of Aora, where the choices you make and the paths you choose shape your destiny. And one of the coolest features is that, let's say you have enough strength, or even if you're the right race, then you get different dialogue options that you could choose from, and that could really play out in the outcome of whatever you're doing. And right away, I have to say that I was a Kickstarter backer, and I really had a lot of confidence in this company, and I really have not been disappointed yet. So if you haven't picked this game up, definitely go out and do it. Whether you're going to be a champion backer or just a normal backer or whatever, just pick this game up. It's well worth it. Extremely intricate details in this game, and right away, even when you look at the opening screen, very nice pre-rendered environments that you could shift your way through and just land your way all the way across and see how Aora is going to be shaped up. So you can choose and create your character, but I am going to be starting from a save point, and I still am going to show you one of all the things that you can make in this game. And right away, wow, look, and it's even raining right now, and you can kind of hear it at the moment. You can talk to these villagers, they have their normal, okay, they say the same things. The cripes are blighted, legacy, but if you choose these guys, same thing. And they all say the same thing right here. Okay, let's get that out the way. These normal NPCs really aren't really much to talk about. But whenever they do have these story set pieces or guys that really matter in this campaign, then they usually will have some voice acting, and it's all very well done. So let's go to the end, and this is going to be a nice thing here. I can actually hire some help, and this is going to be the same thing here when you create your own character at the beginning of the game, but I'm going to show you this because this kind of kills two birds in one stone. So let's go ahead and pick the level 2 adventure. I'm only going to be limited by the gold or how much copper I have. Actually, they actually do it all by copper pieces, and here I have 892, so it's only 500 copper pieces to do so. Left side here is going to be the tabs for the rooms. This is going to be another tab, so just in case you're in another tab, you can go and recruit adventurers. Here you can choose the store and then the party management. But we're going to do a level 2 adventure. Sure, why not? Let's pick this guy up right here, and right away you can choose male or female. It doesn't matter in the world of Aora. So let's go ahead and grab her up. We're going to choose a female. Why not? And here you can play one of 6 races: human, Alma, dwarf, elf, Orlan, and godlike. And these are going to be the 2 or 3 actually specific races specific to this game. And here is gonna, you can kind of see here what they are going to be about. They're going to be the aquatic kind of water-like guys, and they look kind of like the what is it, that Avatar movie, right? And then the Orlan, who are pretty much like halflings, okay? And then they have the godlike, which have these very weird features about them. And in the beginning of the game, you could choose to light torches, and actually if you chose a godlike with flaming hair, then he could put the torches on. And that's one of the neat things about this game right there, is because I had the same race or the right race and I had flaming hair, then I was able to turn the torches on. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to do so without actually having a torch, right? So let's go ahead and choose human for now. Okay, kind of nothingness, and now you can choose here the sub race. And again, all this is going to be chosen at the beginning of the game when you do choose your own character. But for right now, I am recruiting an adventurer, so we are going to be doing a little bit of a difference here. So we are going to choose, say, the meadow folk or the ocean folk or the savannah folk, and each one of them has their own little difference about them. This one has a fighting spirit, so 5 seconds after being reduced to 50% endurance, then they get accuracy and more damage. And then once per encounter here, it reduced below it. So same thing here, all of them with their own same thing, but the only difference is going to be their history. So let's go with the meadow folk right now. And here, yes, you can choose and build one of 11 classes to play: Barbarian, Cipher, and this is going to be the guys that attacks the mind, Fighter, Paladin, Ranger, all the classic role-playing game. And then the Chanters. Oh yes, they can do reenactments, kind of like bards in a way. And then the druids, and then monks, of course, priests, and then rogue. All the normal things that you can get. So, let's go ahead and choose the ranger class for me. and they are going to get these extra little bits when I start off. They'll have +1 stealth and survival. So let's go ahead and hit next, and then now you can get to choose specific ranger abilities. So you can get the wounding shot or the mark prey once per encounter. Okay, so there are things that are just used once or twice per rest, and that really makes a big difference. But here I can do this every encounter, and so definitely make use of this as much as you can in every single fight you can get your hands on. So we're going to do this, and we're going to mark this single target as a prey. So let's go ahead and pick that up. And now the really nice thing about the ranger is that you can choose one of 6 companions, each one of them with their own little differences. Here the bear have a high damage reduction and giving them superior protection from all forms of damage. So definitely the tank-like creature of the party. And right here we'll have naturally superior defenses, the flashes for fortitude, reflect, and will. And the boar will have damage, inflict more damage when they're going to be below 50%. And then the lion, who have the ability to terrify enemies with a powerful roar. And the stag's melee attack does damage to all enemies, so kind of an AoE in front of it. And then the wolf, do high damage and can easily avoid disengagement attacks. So there, if you're going to be tanking with this person, then, or actually tanking with your companion, you might want to choose the bear or maybe the antelope or maybe even the boar, because they do get that extra damage below 50%. But here she is going to be a more of a damage dealer on the side. Not going to really need her to actually use her companion to have tanks. So we're going to choose the wolf companion for now. And you can choose your wolf companion name. Hey, you know, let's name this one the VG. Come on, VG. You know, VG, like that. Like that. Oh yeah, the wolf is named VG. And then here it actually tells you what's going to be the more important stats for the rangers. Here the might and dexterity are going to be the main stats for them, and then the 2 kind of peripheral stats that you also want to get high up as well as the perception and the intellect. And each one is going to have their own separate things. Might, of course, helps with the damage dealing. Constitution, of course, for that health, and then dexterity gives you more action and speed and reflex. Here, this is going to help with the interrupts in battle, so whenever you're fighting against a mage or something like that, you can help interrupt the spell, make it to where they take a longer time to cast it. And then this one, the intellect, is really just for more of the casting and things like that, but will help affect the duration of things. So let's go and put it all on dexterity for now, and let's go up to 18 at the moment, and then let's go to 14. And then perception is actually quite useful for a ranger, so you can get the interrupts going, and then maybe have a little bit more deflection and reflex just in case they get in range of you, so you can help dodge. And then let's go to the next bit. So here you can pick your culture, which also gets up another bit of a stat here. So if I wanted to get up to a 20 or 19 dexterity, then I can choose the Deadfire Archipelago people, and then I will have a 19 dexterity. So pretty nice stuff here. So let's go ahead and get the Deadfire Archipelago. Hey, look, and if you are going to be scrolling over any red text, you will get something that will help you with this. So this does help the character's hand-eye coordination, balance, overall grace, sleight of hand. And that is also important as an archer, right? I am going to be using her as a range class, and especially when she is going to be beginning with this big bow. Why not? Like, it's almost as big as she is, actually. And then we choose here the lore, survival, so things like that. They can make better food and potion with items that they find, or lore. And so this is what I'm talking about right here. So this does help in using scrolls, but it also helps in the dialogue options as well. But you know, I'm not worried about it with her. She's not going to be the main character. So let's go ahead and go with the stealth and survival hunter, right? I mean, it's just a classic ranger. Then you can choose your colors. Now here the customization features isn't as fleshed out as I like. And what, there's only 4 different heads you can choose from right there. And then, I don't know, I like that one there. And then the hair, you really don't get that many options. What, 21 different choices of hair? And I believe not one of them is going to have long hair for me. Most of them is going to just be short hair. for you to actually play with, so not really cool there. And let's go ahead and keep that hair color style. We're not going to mess with too much about the colors. I click around to see the different palettes, but it really isn't going to be too bad. I actually would like a circle in which you just adjust the circle and then see where the color ends up at, and then see, okay, I like this one right here. But unfortunately, it's going to be a palette of choices and not really a great thing here. And now you can choose your portrait, which really is extremely limited. Again, it does choose the best one for you, but right there it's just, I mean, this is not my character. I mean, why put portraits in when none of them are really my character? Look, this one has blonde hair, she has brown hair right here, and then look, this one's got red hair. Well, you can't even see her face. I mean, obviously going to be more of a rogue character, and since she's going to be a hunter, she's not going to be wearing a cloak. So this game kind of suffers for this part right here. I always make fun of games in which you can choose a character that looks completely different from your portrait. But, you know, I mean, if you're going to get a little bit nitpicky, then yeah, that's nitpicking right there, alright? I'll have to admit that. And here you can choose whichever voice you like. Stoic and Senator. Let's go with Feisty, okay? And then we can enter a name for her. I don't know. Let's name her Kel, alright? And then we're going to accept. And then that's going to be done. Alright, and now since I did choose a level 2 ranger, she should start out with enough experience to level up, and yes, I can do that. So now I'll show you the level up feature. So here you can choose 6 points, and it tells you right there how many points are needed to advance. The main ones already start off at the higher ranks, and then when you want to put some more, then it'll be easier to put more ranks into there. But the higher you go, then it does take more points. So 1 point for the first rank, and then 2 points for the next rank, 3 points for the third next point, and then so on and so forth. You get the idea. And now, since I am going to be ranger, I'm not going to be too worried about stealth. I'm going to be more worried about athletics, because athletics definitely helps with the combat fatigue and even just regular fatigue when you're fighting. So you can last a lot longer and not have to use the campsites as often. And then let's go and choose the survival right here. Well, actually, let's go ahead and get athletics up to 3 actually, and then that's gonna be it. So I used up all my points right here, and now I do have class-specific talents, offensive talents here that is just about available to everyone, and then defensive ones that are also available to just about everyone, and then utilities, same thing here. But here's going to be a class-specific thing for you, and so these all affect my companion. So this does grant Merciless Companion, and will make it to where I'll have 1.3 times more damage, and that's also pretty good. And then Faithful Companion, so defense against Charm, Confused, or Dominated. This might be very good because they could dominate my beast and then turn my beast against me. That would really suck, but I'm not going to be too worried about that for right now. Whatever. But I do like to do more of the class-specific talents, so let's go ahead and get the Merciless Companion right here, and then not think about it too much about it. And then let's go and check it out. So now she is going to be now in my party, as you can see here, and also with VG, as you can see there on the bottom left. And now we can go partying. So let's go out in the world with these other characters. I did pick up these other characters. I didn't hire any of the other ones there, and so you don't necessarily need to hire companions at all, but it is really nice when you need a tank in a pinch or whatever, because these player characters that you do pick up along the storylines, if they do die, then they will be dead forever, and that will really help out right there. So let's go ahead and go to Magrin's Fork, and we're gonna go and see about getting into some trouble, shall we? Yes, let's do that. And oh man, I have to say, this is really nice. When you are going to be playing, you do get to affect things like faction, reputation system. All the actions and choices really has some consequences attached to them. So you can pick your formation here. You can attack things. You can just press A to attack. And then you can also do cancel and then select all. But I mean, why not just, you know, drag and drop here, or actually drag and then choose all instead of doing a select all. But hey, it's really nice to have that. This is to camp, and then this is to set your formation. There are going to be 5 set formations, and right now it's going to be in this formation, but I'm kind of favoring the triangle formation so that I can have a little bit more spread out offense, and then I have 2 melee damage dealers, and then well, actually I have 2 melee damage dealers, and then 2 missile range. Well, actually, let's go ahead and do that so that my 2 missile will be behind me, and then my 2 melees will be in front. Okay, and then now here we can do the scouting, and this is going to be my guy Thimble. I did name him Thimble because I did choose that Orland race, the halfling kind of race for my rogue, and I was playing as the rogue class. I really enjoy rogues. And then I guys check out my inventory right here. So they do have a limited amount of spots that you can hold stuff, but not to worry, you do get a stash box, and it, as you can see, can hold a lot of things here. And all these things you can make into things. This is going to be all the flowers and all the gems you can find in the world. This is also going to be the food, but when you right click them, it also helps with fatigue. This one here helps with damage reduction, so let's go ahead and put that in the inventory of my tank so we can use that. And then this also gives max endurance and +1 might for the fight, but since I only have one of those things, I'm not really worried about putting that in my inventory at the moment. So let's go ahead and choose this man here, and then look, he's already got some ale here in his pocket. So let's go ahead and put that in there, and here's going to be the quick items. So these are the useful things that you can have so you can whip it out quickly. And what you should do is actually you should go into scout mode when you're going to be in a new area, so just scout it out. You can press the D button to kind of make it go into faster mode. So that's exactly what I'll do. You don't want to keep it on normal slow mode because that kind of sucks, right? Look how slow I'm going. Pretty darn slow. So let's go and move here to the right and check out if there's going to be anything crazy. And look at that, and that's going to be one of the visions, and you are going to be playing as the Watcher. And here, oh look, right there, it is going to be another person on the road, Durance. But let's go ahead and check out the rock formation right here. And then, yes, it looks like it is going to be a potion of Eldritch Aim. So this does help with my accuracy if I do drop that potion. And I believe I do have it equipped, so yes, there we go. So I'm just going to add this to my potions list. And as you can see right there, I'm just going to select all and get them all down here and then unhide them. And then get them onto fast mode. Oh, get them, unhide them. Alright, so now we're going to talk to Durance right there. So now, squatting at the base. And you can see that he's going to be speaking pretty soon because he's going to actually be one of the main characters. And there, he's just going to say this much right there. And here, oh, nice.
The others are welcome, but it's best if just you and I trade words, and your shadows stay quiet. Hands off their weapons, both arcane and steel. I swear before the whore that is Margaret, no harm will come to you in her shadow. If that's enough of a promise for you. If not...
And right there, as you can hear, it's just really great voice acting. Each one of them with their own separate kind of personality. And there, as you can see, if I was a migrant, then I could answer with one of the migrant choices. But unfortunately, I don't. And so let's go ahead and just choose Strange Company.
The world holds
and I'm just going to go through this real quick. I'm going to study the man, focus your gaze on the staff, examine the statue. Hey, I didn't catch your name. And then we're just going to skip right on through. Okay. And we're just going to get through. You saw the soul of my flames. So you are going to be playing the Watcher, and the thing about the story is that since there are people who are born with souls, right? But then there are people who are born without souls. And as a Watcher, I can sense these souls, which also kind of plays into the background of seeing the backer rewards where these guys have these souls and they put a rich history in there for their guys, and that's all pretty cool. Alright, so now I'm going to pick up this guy right here, and now I'm going to have the maximum in my group, 6 players here in my party, and he's going to be a healing type as well, so pretty nice to have that many guys in your party. And then look at that, I am going to actually run into a bunch of wolves, it seems, so let's go ahead and attack them. So you can stop and start the attacks, and we're going to move back here with my guy. And then we're going to let my tank, and then we're going to move in with my guys. And as you see, there's going to be a bunch of people here. So now, you can choose my spellcaster, and the wizard class here is going to have minor missiles, kind of like, you know, magic missiles, right? If you are going to be used to playing those role-playing games, AD&D perhaps. And then we can choose and fire upon a wolf. So let's go ahead and fire upon that young wolf, and there you go. And as you see here, this little bar denotes how quickly they're going to be acting. So it's going to be action turns, and then action turn-based system, and the green points right there is going to be denoting their health. And so on top of that, when you look at the portraits, you can see that they're going red, and this is going to be their endurance. And so the green part is going to be their actual health, and then the portrait is going to denote how much endurance they have. So if they get to 0 endurance, then they just get knocked out. But if they run out of health, then they will die. And like I said before, it is going to be permadeath for you guys. So actually a very nice mechanic, because with that, if they do get knocked out, no problem. I can just wait until the end of the battle and then not really worry about it if they're going to get knocked out or what have you. Oh, and it looks like, yeah, let's go ahead and take out this guy who's attacking my cleric. And I have to say that, you know, this game is not stupid, okay? Even though you do have a quote-unquote tank-like character, they don't necessarily need to attack the tank. There's going to be no taunt or anything. They will attack some of your weaker characters, and I really like that. It makes the game a whole lot more difficult. It looks like he's beating up on my wolf right there. But no problem, like I said, the companion character, VG, hey man, don't beat me up, don't kill me, man. Hey. Don't tase me, bro. And then, you know, they can just wait until the end of the battle for their KO stats to wear off, and then that's going to be it. So now, once that happens, the endurance is going to go back up to the tops, and then that's it. Pretty nice, huh? And I see that the wolf character is a little bit lacking in defense, so I have to really watch out. Maybe I should have chosen the bear character, but that's okay. This is just for this game's example, and that's it. That is going to be the attack modes right here. So we are going to be going into my game right now, Radric's Hold Dungeons, and we're going to be checking them out right there. And I have not seen what is going to be the next thing coming up for me, but I will be playing this maybe 1 or 2 battles to just kind of show you how I really play right there. The other one, I was just showing you a quick kind of version of it. So here I'm going to be thinking about opening up this door, right? So I am just going to have 4 characters. I was being cheap and I didn't recruit a character or anything like that, and and well, that's all right. I don't need a 5th or whatever. And this is going to be my wizard, and then I do have the cleric class, and then there's still again the same characters here. Thimble's still going to be here, but as you can see, my tank classes. Oh, look at that! There's actually a person down there. So I'm going to switch to my crossbow, and then I'm going to fire upon him, and then get sneak attack on him, and he's going to get 55 points done of damage. So now starts off with just about what, half the health out on that person, and then let's go ahead and attack. So now let's get my tank in there, help out, and Black Ooze is nothing against me. And luckily this Black Ooze came along right as it did, because I was about to go into that door and fight out here, and that would have been bad if the Black Ooze would have scrimmed in on me. Really bad here. Alright, so I'm going to set up my tank right here in the front. I don't want to put him too much in the way, because this is going to all be sneaky, attacky. Let's get the wizard back here, and then we're not going to worry about it. Let's go ahead and open this door up. I see there are going to be a human skeleton and then an Amoa skeleton, huh? Isn't that cool? So it's not just limited to one race. So let's go ahead and attack and draw them out here. So I'm going to move back, and then I'm going to go and attack the skeleton right here, and then after that choose the next one. Now this game does suffer a little bit, because when I do cast a spell like this on the Amoa skeleton, then as you can see, he doesn't do anything. He just stands there. It's like he loses the target whenever I cast a spell, and that really suffers for that, because many a times I cast a spell and I want to do something else, and I forget that they lose the target, and then there it just I can't do anything else, and he's not attacking, and I'm losing out on all that damage, right? I mean, what the heck? But that's alright though. Let's go ahead and put all this nice little cool treasure in my stash. I'm gonna have the vessel bone, so that's cool. Let's go ahead and sneak a little bit more. And right now I'm actually looking for a guy to see if I can set him free. Looks like we
What
have
is
a
it?
dude up there, so let's go ahead and sneak attack him like that. We don't want to open up these doors yet, and this looks like this is probably hit. Yeah, this is Giaco, so we are going to be meeting up with him pretty soon, and we're going to attack this Revenant first, though. Now, I am really more of a dual wielder right here. As you can see, I have a fine Warhammer and Gownshare as my flail, and normally I would just go and melee them, but since I am going to be down a little bit in health, then I don't really want to worry about trying to get out. So now I can pick this lock here. It does take 5 mechanics or 4 mechanics with 5 lockpicks, so I am going to be using the rest of my lockpicks right here. I only have 5 lockpicks left, so let's go ahead and open this puppy up. Otherwise, I would probably have to find the key, but since I am going to have slightly higher mechanics, then we can actually do well and then pick that lock and then get on with the mission. Our noble lord at work. I don't think I'll fight my way out. This place is still dangerous. Wait here for now. You must be Giaco Netmar sent me to find you. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Pre-sent you? I thought he'd let me here right. He wasn't too happy when I left the keep. What can you tell me about Netmar? He's been a father to me, really. Let's see here. Okay, that's good. And I can make him wait. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. Yes, it looks like that way. The bodies, not their minds anymore, but their souls. Woman down here, Radrix Animancer. Her name's Orstra. Ah, okay. There's a woman down here. So, tell me about Orsia, whatever, Orsia. There's something not right about her, a bad feeling. Well, it appears that I'm going to have to get rid of him that way. So it looks like I'm going to have to wait until I clear the dungeons, so I can't take him out as of yet. Or maybe if I do goodbye. Oh, but if something comes back? Don't worry, buddy. This place still dangerously dangerous. So just wait here for now. Oh, I can't close the door on him. And right here, I mean, just so much little things, little intricacies. And as you can see, the environment's pretty spot on. Let's go ahead and stealth up. And since I am going to be high on the stealth, I actually can go up and jack a bunch of stuff. Let's go ahead and drop that in the inventory of my tank-like character.
Yes.
And it appears that I can go up the stairs or down the stairs. It looks like it's up in the area in the kitchen. And look at this.
Finished.
You cannot disarm the trap. Do you wish to trigger it? Oh, I really want to get in that. But let's not do that right now. Maybe I might find a key later on, so I don't want to trigger a trap and get myself killed or something like that. Right? Okay, so there was another spot over there to check out. But let's go over here and see if there's anything interesting. Looks like there's going to be a Revenant. And look, their trap is detected, so let's go ahead and take out the trap. Look at that. Just like that, took it out before I get into too much contact. Alright, let's get my guy over here. And then again, I'm going to pull with my crossbow. Oh, the Revenant is gone. There we go. Is there another Revenant here to the right? No.
Well,
let's go ahead and shoot him and then escort him on over here. Well, he's moving slowly. Look at that. And that's really cool here. Little details like that. Makes the world come to life. Revenant's going to hobble himself over here. So let's go ahead and get for him. And then attack. Oh man, look at that. I'm just destroying fools now. It's just absolutely pasting them to the ground at the moment. But the encounters can get very difficult if I don't pick them off one by one like that, okay? Oh, I'm sneaking around with my tank, which is not necessarily what you want to do. Let's go ahead and get it down this way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Trap is detected. Oh, luckily I missed it. Okay.
It's finished.
Alright, looks like it's finished. It's finished, but I still triggered a trap. What the heck? Oh, okay, well I guess it was a wow, trap cast boiling spray. That's alright. I'm still okay. I'm still okay. Well, let's not go this way for right now. Let's go and move around some more. And okay, connected to the other prison cell. let's see here, combat here with the Armor skeleton. Oh, okay, I wasn't stealth at that time. Oops. So let's go ahead and meet up with my other guys here. That would be quite helpful. The Armor skeleton's running at me. All right. Now I'm gonna switch to my other hand, and then let's go up and attack him. Oh, he's dead. Just like that, guys. And boy, like I said in the beginning of this game, look, if you haven't picked this up, go and pick this up. Look at this. Beautiful pre-rendered. Sound is going to be incredible. Very intricate details. I guess if you don't like isometric games like this, old school, then don't get this game. But I have not been disappointed. Almost 30 hours worth I have played already, and I don't really see myself stopping until I beat this game. And so with that, this is the VG Purist. Join me on YouTube as well. VG Purist as well. Subscribe, like my videos, and hopefully I'll see you guys there.